Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's the Closers Cafe on a Monday morning, December 8th. I want to show a new and improved way for acquiring and finding and acquiring real estate investor clients quickly and easily. We're going to actually do that work this morning. It's been a few, probably weeks since I've been making live calls and texting investors, etc. So going to get into that ASAP. I've got a lot of opportunity that I want to capitalize on this morning here. Before we do that, let me just take care of a couple of housekeeping items. Just bear with me here. Boom, 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 boom. Before we get into today's main topic, I want to come in hot here. Good morning, Spencer. Thanks for joining me on a Monday morning. I want to come in real hot here. Actually, no. Let me take care of some housekeeping items, and then I want to share some wins for myself over the last, yesterday and this morning. I know yesterday was Sunday, but I'll share a win with you that I think is instructive and something that you can swipe and deploy for yourself as well. Housekeeping items this week. Our topic for the Wednesday morning mastermind, a live mastermind, interactive on Zoom that we do every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. This week's topic is 3 plug and play campaigns you can use to lasso some listings from your database this winter. 3 plug and play campaigns you can swipe and deploy immediately to lasso some listings from your database this winter and obviously put even more into your pipeline for the spring. Spencer, that's a win. Spencer says, I closed on our dream house last week. Congratulations. Bravo, Spencer. Bravo. So that's housekeeping item number 1, our Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern mastermind. You can join us live in the Zoom room for those at Wake Up Real Estate. growwithjosh.com/MM. growwithjosh.com/MM is the link to that Zoom. Later this week, we are also doing an encore of the free training class from last week with my simple 3-step plan to close a deal a week every week without a big ad budget, without having to do a bunch of TikTok-y style videos, and without having to work a bunch of nights and weekends. So got a lot of good stuff lined up for you this week. I will likely be live every morning like this as well, sharing exactly what's working and what I'm doing to keep my pipeline full with deals and activity. I have a settlement scheduled for today, a settlement scheduled for tomorrow, a settlement scheduled for Wednesday as well. So a busy week indeed, and lots of opportunity there. I've been negotiating on a bank-owned property. This wasn't on my short list to share, but I've been negotiating on a bank-owned property with an investor client. His name is Ben, and we keep going back and forth. We're playing a little cat and mouse game, a little Tom and Jerry game with the asset manager, and we're just not seeing eye to eye, which is fine. Yep, I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll keep in touch with the listing agent, and we'll just keep at it and see if we can find a way to make it work for both sides. So we're just going back and forth on that one. Okay, so I want to share a couple of wins from yesterday and this morning. And by the way, I haven't done this in a while. In the comments, drop a win. Spencer dropped a win. Closed on our dream house last week. That's pretty cool and exciting. That's definitely a win. In the comments, drop a win and what one action are you committed to today to grow your business? And if you don't know yet, I'll show you or maybe give you an idea of what that might be for yourself. So yesterday afternoon, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, watching Red Zone with my son Cole, and I got a motivated seller lead. I got an inbound motivated seller lead from one of the PPL companies that I've been getting leads from. And I didn't really want to call her. Though I know, I mean, calling, the faster you call those leads, the better. But I was sitting and relaxing. I didn't really want to call. And I didn't want to like go to another room. I was hanging out with my son. So I just texted her. And this is the text message. This is the text message. David, look at this. Got multiple offers on my listing this weekend. Bravo, David, and congrats. That's great stuff. So I texted her this message. Hey, Maria, this is Josh with eXp Realty. Looks like you just requested an offer for, and the street address of her property on one of our sites, ? Is that right? ? She said, yes. I said, gotcha. Any idea how much you're looking to get for it? She said, $215. I said, can you tell me a little bit about what you've got going on with it? She said, there's nothing wrong with the house. The upstairs needs some updating, but overall, there's nothing wrong. Looking to sell due to moving out of state. So she's already telling me like what the motivation is, which is wonderful. Makes sense. How soon are you looking to make a move? She said a month or two. And I said, from just taking a quick look online, it seems like your best bet is going to be a retail buyer. Are you totally opposed to listing on the market? She said, no, I'm not, just trying to see my options. I said, yep, I totally get that. Would it be okay if I email you over some details and information later today or tomorrow morning? She said, yes, absolutely. I said, is this the best email for you? And I confirmed the email that she used when submitting her information looking for an offer. She said, yes. I said, terrific. Thanks for confirming. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you for your help. Thanks, you too. And then this. Then this morning, literally right before I came on this morning, I sent her a Loom video, which is personal Loom videos. And it doesn't have to be Loom. It could be BombBomb. It could be Dub, whatever your tool of choice is. It doesn't really matter. But personal video messages in instances like this, where this is a very engaged person. I mean, that's a pretty long text exchange. That's a pretty engaged person. Okay. This personal Loom video is a wonderful next step, because it's almost like she is now meeting with me. And we know that the stats tell the story. If you look it up, anywhere from, and you can get different numbers depending on where you find the information and details, but somewhere between 70 and 80% of consumers meet with one person before they decide to list or work with you as a buyer client. One person. So I've now sent her that personal Loom video. When she watches it and consumes it, it's as though I've met her. And I'm drastically increasing the likelihood that I get her business, that I get, in this case, the listing. Would it be helpful if I, in a Google Doc, put this entire text thread, shared where I got the lead, and shared my Loom video and the Google Drive folder with all the documentation and information and details that will make that demonstrate my market knowledge and my value? Would that be helpful if I put all that together and share that? Let me know if you would like me to do that, and I would be happy to put that together for you all and share. And if you want that document, DM me or text me at this number, and I will I'll put that together after the show here, after the live stream, and share it with anyone who is interested. Cindy says, yes, please. Well, you bet. One yes is good enough for me, at least on a Monday morning here, because I know people are just getting up and getting around. So that's one example. I also got one. So I got another motivated seller lead over the weekend, but this one came in literally while I was sleeping, I think. Let me just double check here. This one came in, this one came in at midnight, 11:59. I don't want to show his contact info. Actually, I shouldn't show anyone's contact info, but it came in Saturday night at 11:59. And, I honestly forgot. So I didn't message him yesterday, but right before the show, right before the live stream here, I texted him. Okay. I texted him. Good morning, Fred. This is Josh with eXp Realty. Looks like sometime over the weekend you submitted your property on Buck Run Road in Greencastle on one of our websites looking for an offer. Is that right? He said, not right now, probably in April. I said, got it. Makes sense. In the meantime, would it be okay if I keep you posted on values and what properties are selling for nearby? And so I'm going to take a minute here to share what I am going to do next with this one to make sure that I get his business when the time is right. Okay. Before I do that, though, before I do that, I have art. So we're a house of five, and all of our kids are athletes, and we go through a lot of food. So I feel like I'm constantly buying or getting groceries, and I just got a notification that our Sam's Club order got delivered just now, and we do have some items that need to be refrigerated and or frozen. So while I go do that, please do me a huge favor: like, subscribe, smash the notification bell, etc. And I will be back in 2 or 3 minutes. In that time, I'm also going to warm up my coffee, and then I'm gonna close the loop on the conversation with Fred to make sure that I get his business in the future, and then I'm going to get to today's main topic, which is my a new and improved way for finding finding and getting in conversation with active real estate investor clients fast, like today. So I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So sorry about that. I'm back. I'm going to close the loop on the Fred conversation. So Fred is a motivated seller lead that came in midnight-ish on Saturday, had this brief conversation, not looking to sell until April. What do I do? What do I do to make sure that when that timing is right, I'm getting Fred's business? Well, let me show you some of the things I've already done. And then one last thing, which I view as extra insurance against or to ensure that Fred works with me when that timing is right. If you are watching the TikTok live and you want to see my screen, you can come on over to YouTube. The channel is Josh Schoenly Coaching. Josh Schoenly Coaching. And you can see my screen on YouTube. Let me make this a little bit smaller here because I'm going to be showing Fred's contact info. So number one, now this is in bold trail, but you can mimic this with whatever you have. Number one, I have Fred set up on well, first of all, I'm going to pause my smart campaign because that campaign is designed to initiate the conversation that I've now had with Fred. So I don't want to keep bugging him and like turn him off and push him away from me. So I paused the smart campaign. That's the automation that was running. I've already added him to a market report. So each and every month he'll get an email with updated information and details. He will also get one of the 3 plug and play campaigns that I'm going to be sharing Wednesday on our Zoom mastermind, 11 a.m. Eastern, growwithjosh.com/MM for mastermind, growwithjosh.com/MM for mastermind. Each and every month I do I have a campaign that I run. That's an email, text, email sequence. And he'll get that from me as well. And in fact, from last month running that campaign, I picked up 2 new listings from my existing database. So I'm going to be sharing that with all of you. That's one of the 3 plug and play campaigns. But there's one other thing. So to be clear, he's going to get an email market report. He's going to get once a month, I'm going to keep him updated, an email sequence update. I'm going to notate here. I'm going to add a tasks. I'm going to schedule a call. I'm going to schedule a call with him. He said April. So when should I follow up with him? Probably, I'm thinking late January. So I'm going to do the first Monday in January. I'm going to reach out to Fred to see if he's still thinking April makes the most sense to sell. And I'm going to sync that with my Google, and we're going to schedule that. Now, the last thing we're going to do, this is the insurance part of this. This helps to solidify. This helps to ensure that when that timing is right, Fred has already decided to do business with me. I am going to add him to my direct mail, my monthly automated direct mail AI newsletter. And let me show an example of that, what that looks like. And then I'll show you how quickly and easily I add him to that. So this is a postcard that goes out every month, once a month, to everyone on this particular list. And the front of the postcard is always the same. It has their property on the front of it, which is a big pattern interrupt and is interesting, right? It gets them to stop and look and scan the QR code. The back of the card is, what's the word I'm looking for? Dynamic, and specifically relevant to them and their address, the city they live in, etc. In other words, it's not cookie cutter. It's not static, like I'm not sending the same thing. This looks wildly different than this other example. This was the batch that went out yesterday, I guess it got ordered yesterday. And the back of this, that looks completely different. The back of this one is completely different. Okay. So that is a real life, an in real life touch point that creates an extra connection and is insurance against Fred, in this case, working with anyone else when the time is right. So all I need to do, I have this campaign set up. And by the way, if you want help with this, executing on this, just DM me or text me 717-571-0456. We can help you build all of this out. All I need to do is I need to go and find my top 150 list. Okay, this is my top 150 list. I have 367 people on this list. And I'm going to enter Fred on the list here. 11851. There it is. That's Fred. And I have Fred's email, so I can put Fred's email here. It looks like he works for the Greencastle area school district. And I've got Fred's phone as well. So I can pop that in there. And now, once a month, until I take him off of this list, Fred will get that automated follow-up campaign. That in real life, right? That is me sending an artifact that he can hang on to, that he is engaging with, that is, again, insurance against Fred working with someone else. I'm sorry, I'm dealing with a couple of things with this this settlement. Okay, did you get the letter email from the? Yes, I got it. Brian sent that over the weekend. Did you get it? I think you had to have. Okay, love that Sam's delivery. Yeah, I mean, listen, we do what we got to do. We do what we got to do, and I don't know. Maybe is that Cookie Monster eating cookies? Maybe. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm going to pivot now, and I'm going to get into using LeadDeck.ai to do outreach for a couple of properties that I have that I need to disposition or find a buyer for. And one of the properties is a for sale by owner that my oldest son, who he's been curious about real estate. He apparently has a teammate who's doing some wholesaling, and he uncovered. I gave him a script and a process to do outreach to for sale by owners. And Thursday night, he got me in touch with. Actually, I was in touch with them on Friday with some motivated sellers, a little bit outside of my area. It's in PA. But a little outside of my area. And so I have that property. I have another property that is a local, it's a local real estate investor. He actually commented, this is useful because I think I shared this. Maybe I didn't share this. I've been having some good luck sharing long form content. Basically, long form content around stories of clients that I've helped. So this is a next door post that I made. Okay, it's long form content. It got a bunch of comments actually, and some very annoying ones, if I'm being honest. But it also got one that said, "This is Eric. I only want to discuss with Josh." So I called Eric, and he explained his situation and scenario. He is a real estate investor, like developer. He's got a couple of projects he's working on, and he has this property that he bought. I can't remember how he ended up with it, but he just wants to sell it off market. He doesn't want to go through the hassle of putting it on market, and he's very reasonable about the price for it. And we had a great long conversation, and I think it's an opportunity for me to solve his problem It's an opportunity in doing so to create more real estate investor client connections. And also if or when I solve his problem with this one, more future business opportunity with him because he's an active investor. The money for yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. Traditional retail buyer client transactions, man. It's always something. It's always something. Yep, all good. We'll make it all work. I'm not worried about it. Anyway, here we go. So those are the first two properties, and I have a third one depending on how much we get through here. It's one of my own listings. That's a turnkey rental property. And what I want to demonstrate for you is how quickly and easily you can use leaddeck.ai to do this work. Okay. So, and I also wanted to illustrate that there are lots of different ways that you can find a deal. Okay. So this is me doing, like, this is me doing what I've been teaching on the free classes that I've been doing, and sharing with others, which is a 3-step blueprint for finding new clients fast and writing offers in 48 hours or less. Okay, 3-step blueprint to finding new real estate investor clients fast and making offers in the next 48 hours or less. So I'm going to log into I need to log into my Lead Deck account. I'm going to do this on my phone. It does work on your laptop or desktop as well. But the reason why I'm going to do it on my phone is because I can tap to email and I can tap to text. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm logged into my account now. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my profile and I'm going to confirm my Outbound scripts here. And specifically, I'm going to edit my email, my Outbound email and text, because I want to make this specific and relevant to the opportunities that I'm reaching out for. Okay. So let me actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to edit those on my laptop. Okay. I'm going to edit those on my laptop because it's a little bit easier to do it there. And then I'm going to use the app or the phone version to do the outreach. Okay. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to log into my account. Okay. I'm in the right account here. I've got a lot of accounts because I've done a bunch of, I just want to make sure that I've got the right account here. I've created a lot of example demo walkthroughs and so forth. Okay. So I'm in leaddeck.ai. I'm going to change. I'm going to change my email. Possible deal in Halstead. Okay, so for first name, RE, possible deal in Halstead. Hey, first name. Looks like you're a pretty active investor here in the Halstead area. Just curious if you're looking for any deals right now. Came across one that could be could be a great opportunity for the right investor. Let me know. Let me know. Thanks, Josh. Okay, so subject line for first name, RE, possible deal in Halstead. That's where the property is. And then we've got the rest of that in here. And then the text message. Hey, first name. This is Josh. I'm just going to put this in here. He's got merge fields in here, which is great. But I'm just going to because I'm going to edit these. Looks like you're a pretty active investor in the Halstead area. Looking for any deals right now? We came across one that could be a great opportunity for the right investor. Looks like you're a pretty active investor in the Halstead area, looking for any deals right now. That could be a good opportunity for the right person. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to save those. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to. I'm going to go back to lead deck. Okay, I'm going to go back to lead deck. And we're going to go to lead targets. And I want to add a buyer target. I want to find the active cash buyers in Halstead. Halstead is a very rural area. I feel like I say that a lot, but it is rural. So I'm going to type in Halstead, PA. I have not done any of this before. So I type in Halstead. I'm looking for the cash buyers in Halstead, the check lead count. Woo! Holy smokes. I can't believe how many there are. That's phenomenal. All right. Well, way more opportunities than I was expecting. So I'm going to create the target. It's got a new target here, and then I'm going to run that target. It's going to use 10 credits because it's going to pull 10 investor buyers. In this case, cash buyers. And now I go to my deal deck, and right here, there are 10 of them. So I tap, and we're just going to start doing some outreach here. So I'm going to call William. So my sequence here is I call, I text, I email. Because if I can get him on the phone, I mean, obviously that's first and foremost. William, hey, this is Josh with eXp Realty. I was giving you a quick call here because it looks like you are a pretty active investor in the Halstead area, and we have we came across a property that could be a good deal for the right investor. And so I was just reaching out to see if you're looking for any deals right now, or maybe even know anyone who might be. I'm going to shoot you a text as soon as I hang up as well. If you could let me know either way. Thanks. Okay, so voicemail. Then I'm going to hit the tap to text, and look at that. Boom. Now, something about this didn't save right. Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I need to refresh. I think the save didn't populate to my mobile because I didn't hit refresh. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So there it is. That's the script that I did. So I can literally, I hit the button and I hit send. And then this might be his email. I'm going to try a couple of emails here. I hit tap to email, and immediately, boom, that populates. And then I'm going to try this one. Also might be a good email for him. So I'm going to send that one, and bada bing, bada boom. I am going to go to the next one. Cremation Serenity. That's weird. I don't think that's going to be a good one. That was a weird looking. I don't know what that was about. Here we go. All right. So Randolph. Let's try Randolph. Oh, okay. Phone number not in service. I'm still going to try and text it. Doesn't do any harm. Landline, landline, landline. I'm going to try this one landline. Try one landline, and then I'm going to send the email and just keep it moving along. I got lots of opportunities that came back. Okay, so that's not in service. This could just be, a but it's so easy to work through these with the tap functionalities that it doesn't really matter. And there's also so many of them that I don't really care. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Next one. This is Kenneth. Kenneth and Ruth, I think. I think that was the name. Let me show you. Kurt's Builders. This is a good one.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Kenneth, hey, this is Josh with eXp Realty. I was calling because it looks like you're a pretty active investor, developer, etc. in the Halstead area. And we came across a deal that could be a good opportunity for the right investor or developer. And I'm just curious if you are looking for any deals right now, or maybe know anyone who might be. I will shoot you a text message when I hang up here as well. And if you could just let me know either way. Thanks so much. Okay, so I am going to, for whatever reason, the pre-populated email or text message doesn't want to pop up. Hey, Kenneth, this is Josh with eXp Realty, period. Just left you a voicemail, period. Looks like you're a pretty active investor in the Halstead area, period. Just curious if you're looking for any deals right now or know anyone who might be, question mark. We came across one that could be a good opportunity for the right person. All right, send that. And I'm going to send, there's a couple of emails here. So I'm going to send those because the tap to send is super easy. I'm literally, by the way, I just got notification that Mariah watched my video. The video that I was mentioning at the beginning when I was talking about Mariah, the motivated seller lead that came in over the weekend. Actually, that I had a conversation with, a text convo with yesterday. I'm going to put together a Google Doc with the exact conversation and then my conversion strategy and how I do that piece of the puzzle as well. Okay, let's keep it moving along here. I am going to, I wonder why, this is weird. Something goofy is happening with this. I may have to let Sean know. Could be a little bug or glitch going on, but regardless, I'm going to call Jeremy is who I'm calling right now. Jeremy's spoken. Sorry, you guys didn't come here to hear me sing. I don't think anybody would ever come to hear me sing, if I'm being honest. I would say that we definitely have a good email for Jeremy. So when I send that as a follow-up. Hi, is that Jeremy?
This is he.
Jeremy, good morning. This is Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty. This call is admittedly a cold call, but it looks like you are an active investor in the Halstead area, and I was just calling to see if you're looking for any deals. We came across one that okay, yep. Well, that was quick. He answered. I don't buy anything in Halstead, is what he said, but he clearly owns a property in Halstead. So win some, you lose some. Next. Let's see here. What do we got next here? Why did this change order on me? Hold on. Just bear with me here. Yeah, Anthony. I'm looking for Anthony. There we go. Anthony. All right. So calling Anthony. No email. Came back for Anthony. Monica, good morning. This is Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty. I was calling because it looks like you and Anthony might be active investors, and we have a property or a potential deal in the Halstead area. And I was just curious if you guys are looking for any deals or maybe know anyone who might be interested in that area. Halstead, PA? Yeah. Oh, that's weird. It is, I mean, it's near one that I guess you have in Uniondale area. It is not. It's on a little over 10 acres, and I think that the value add is to subdivide and keep keep the existing property that's on say 5 of the acres, and potentially then sell the other portion to a developer or develop it yourself.
Yeah, that's probably out of our scope.
Okay. Okay. You bet. Are you guys looking for anything in particular?
No, I mean, we have some investment properties where we live, which is in Lancaster, and then the one in Uniondale is more of a vacation place.
Gotcha. Okay. But I mean, but not actively looking even in Lancaster either, or?
I think we're right where we want to be.
Okay. Fair enough.
Something really interesting came up, but yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate you taking the call and for the feedback.
Yep.
Thanks, Monica. Bye-bye. So I wonder if something goofy is going on here. So let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up the property. This property is so rural. It did throw me for a loop that so many cash buyers came back for that area. So let me check something else. I'm gonna do a little check in here. I'm gonna check what the count is for the zip code to see if something goofy is going on here. 18822. Let's see what comes up for the zip code. Ha ha. So I wonder what was going on there. Let's see here. I'm going to run this and see if we have any better luck. So I'm running the deal deck for the zip code, and there are 5 that came back. Let's see if we have any better luck with these folks. Okay, this was a landline, but we'll give it a try. That is a no good landline. DNC. Okay, well, I'm going to send the email. I have 2 different emails I'm going to send to. And let's see here. Let's go to the next one. So now I know I've got the right one because now the subject properties are showing in the Halstead area. Okay. And before, I don't know what was going on with this, but you just got to play around with the data. I mean, that's just the reality. I don't know. Well, I'm not even gonna guess what was happening. I don't really know, but it doesn't matter. We've figured it out now, and we found better potential clients, and we may or may not have any luck here, but I've got more that we can reach out to locally Yeah, and we're still okay on time. So that one was a disconnected number. Let's see if Adam. Let's see if we got. Oh, okay. All right. So this should work. Hopefully, this seems to be a mobile number. Good morning, Shane. Sorry, I put your comment on, but I didn't acknowledge it. I forget who I'm even calling. Adam. Hey, Lindsay, my name is Josh. I was giving you a call because it looks like you and Adam are active investors in the Halstead area. And we came across a property that could be a good deal for the right investors. So I was calling to see if you are looking for any deals or maybe know anyone who might be looking for any right now. I'm going to shoot you a text when I hang up as well. If you could let me know either way. And I appreciate the time. So that was a good one and a good cell phone. Just going to make sure I'm spelling Lindsay right. And I'm going to try. There was a second number here. There's a second number, and there are several emails. So I'm going to send those emails, and then I'm going to try the other cell phone, which might be Adam. It says Adam and Lindsay. So we'll see here if I've got the right. And sometimes, I mean, this deal honestly is a long shot, but I want to honor my son who did the work to get the conversation and to create the opportunity, number one. And number two, you never know. You never know. I'm gonna pivot to one more local that I think we're going to get a bunch more names and numbers and opportunities from here in a minute or two.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Yeah, hi, I was trying to reach Adam. My name is Josh with eXp Realty. I was calling because it looks like you and Lindsay may be pretty active investors in the Halstead area, and we came across a property that could be a good deal for the right investor, folks. And I'm just curious if you're looking for any deals or maybe know anyone who might be interested. I'll shoot you a text when I hang up as well. If you could let me know either way, and thanks for the time. I don't know if that's the right number, but it is a blue text. So I'm going to fire that off. And there's a couple of more here in this deck that I'm going to work my way through, and then we'll pivot to another deck. Here's telemarketing. Should I answer? I'm going to answer. Hello, this is Josh. Hello. So I answered that knowing that it would very likely was not a real phone call, but I need to honor the habits and the non-negotiables that I shared last Monday. And one of them is to answer your phone and return all missed calls, even when it appears as though it might be a spam or scam call, because I have an overwhelming amount of evidence that, for me, that once or twice, sometimes 3 or 4 times a week, those calls that look like spam or scam calls end up being real potential buyer or seller clients. Who am I calling? Devin. Oh, that number didn't go through. Let me try this one. There's another one here. So I'm working my way through this deal deck right now. So I go to deal deck, got these 5 investors. I've got one more to do outreach to. And then I'm going to pivot, and we'll pull a different deck on a different property and do some of that work as well. Yeah, hi, I'm trying to reach Devin. My name is Josh with eXp Realty. I was calling because it looks like you may be a pretty active investor in the Halstead area, and we came across a property that could be a good deal or a good opportunity for the right investor. And I was just curious if you're looking for any deals, or if you might know anyone who is looking right now. If you could, let me know either way. This is my direct cell phone, 717-571-0456. Thanks. I can't text that one because it's a landline, but there is an email. So I'm going to send that email. And I'm going to go, we're going to finish the deck out here with, this is Lauren. Looks like definitely a good email for Lauren. So if nothing else, I should be able to, not a good phone number, but I've got what definitely appears to be a good email for Lauren. Okay, so I've gone through that deck. And now I'm going to pivot. Now, before I pivot, I'm going to tweak my outbound text and email scripts. So I'm going to go back here to my profile, and I'm going to go buyer outbound scripts. And where is this property? 626. I know where it is. I need the zip code. Okay, it is 17110. Okay. And 17110. So, in the we have one right now off market that could be a great opportunity for the right investor to either flip or potentially keep as a rental. Let me know either way. ... Okay, so the email is good. In the Harrisburg area, came across one. We have one. We have an off market. We have one off market that could be a good flip or to add to your rental portfolio. Okay, we have one over that could be a good flip or to add to your rental portfolio. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to save. I'm going to go back to my phone. I'm going to make sure that I hit refresh. And I'm going to, let me see here. I'm going to go to dashboard, new buyer target. And it's defaulting to cash buyers. I'm going to do the search. I'm going to do the search by the zip code. And I'm going to check the lead count for cash buyers. There's 42 cash buyers. Okay. But I'm also going to check the lead count for active landlord buyers, because this could be a good one for either. There's 6 to 64. So I'm going to start with the cash buyers, but the landlord buyers could be a good one as well. So I'm going to reselect cash. I'm going to create the buyer target. I'm going to grab my first 10. And I'm going to go deal deck here. And looks like the best contact is a landline, but I'll give it a try.
Hello. We can help you find another business in the area, since the number you called is not in service.
Number is no bueno. Let's see here. I'm going to send the emails here. Don't sleep on the emails because I get actually a pretty high response rate on these emails to investors. Let's try one other number here, and then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, hey, is that Nick? Nick, this is Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty. I am calling because it looks like you are a pretty active investor and have a couple properties in 17. You bet, absolutely. We have an off-market property that it looks like, according to some of the other properties that you own, might be something for you to take a look at. 626 Geary. Okay, thanks. He said he asked me to call back in 2 hours. So I'm going to make a note to myself here. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to. Hey, Nick, it's Josh. Sorry if I caught you at a bad time earlier. Let me know if you'd like to chat about the off-market deal I called about earlier. I'm going to schedule that to go. He asked for me to call in 2 hours. I'm going to schedule that text to go out a little more than 2 hours from now. And let's see here. Oh, this guy owns 30 properties. Let's go. Oh, no number. The number's no good. Let me try the next one. This one owns 24. This one owns 7. Oh, that's a fax number. Try one other phone number here. And that one didn't go either. This is interesting. This guy's good enough. Let me show you something cool that you can do. So this guy, actually, I'm going to take a minute to do a couple of things here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. If you don't have leaddeck.ai, you are missing out. Okay. So the contact numbers I got for this one and the emails don't look accurate. So I'm going to enhance it. This is one credit. I'm going to run in the enhanced skip trace to see if I can find better contact information for this one. And let me refresh it here. Okay, so I got one more. Looks like I got one more phone number. Let's try that one. And then I want to show you one other cool sort of AI enhanced feature that we have. Well, I didn't get him there either. Win some, you lose some. I could send him. I could send him direct mail because I have an email or a mail address for him. I can also, we have this matchmaker, this off-market or on-market matchmaker. So I can tap a button and pull MLS matched properties that fit his buy box. I can also tap a button to pull off-market properties that are potentially distressed sellers that meet his buy box. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. I am going to make, I'm going to make a couple more here, and then I got to wrap up because I have a 10:30 call with an agent, a strategy call with an agent that I have to take care of a couple of things before we do that. So let me try Dennis here. See if we can get Dennis. Oh. Some days we have a lot of luck. Some days we don't. Just the way it goes. I'm sorry, I was looking for Dennis, but I might have the wrong number. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, reason I was trying to reach him is it looks like he's a pretty active investor, and we have an off-market deal that looks like might fit his buy box if he's looking for anything right now. Okay. Yeah, that's weird that that's what showed up. That is my last name. This is my cell phone. If he's looking for anything, feel free to share my name and number, and have him give me a call or shoot me a text. Thank you much. Bye. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So some of this was his dad. Landline. There is an email, so I'm gonna shoot the email, and I'm gonna keep it moving along. We're gonna go to the next name in the deck. This is one that owns a bunch. Look at that. Let's see what happens here. Who we got? Okay, out of service number. We're not having much luck this morning. That happens sometimes. I'll tell you what though, the email looks like a good one. And it'll be fun to see tomorrow how many of the emails have gotten replies. How's that, Michael? Michael, good morning. My name is Josh with eXp Realty. I know I'm calling you out of the blue here, but looks like you might be a pretty active investor and have some properties in 17110 Harrisburg area. Is that right? Yeah, you're looking for any deals right now? Yeah, so I have a client that has one in 17110. And he's just looking to unload it off market. He's got some other projects that are taking more time and money than he anticipated, and it's just kind of sitting there. And so I told him I would see if we can find the right buyer for it. I can send you the address and the info that I have on it. I haven't had a chance to walk it yet, but I will be, if not this afternoon, tomorrow, and I can send some pictures as well at that point if you'd like. Yeah, perfect, beautiful. He's kind of like in the 80K range right now. Yeah. Perfect. I will. I'll get more info over to you ASAP. It's Josh Schoenly. Is this your cell phone? So I'll share my contact. Like when we hang up, I'll text you and share my contact. It'll just be easier to save it that way. Perfect. Thanks, Michael. Bye-bye. All right. It took way longer than normal to get that one. I would say in my past experience, I get a hit faster than that. But that was a great one. This is someone that investor, flipper, landlord, Harrisburg. That was a great one. So owns a bunch of properties, I think 24, at least 24, because he, it's very possible that he's got properties in other entity names and so forth, and was very interested. And now I have to get pictures, etc., which I have the combo, and thanks for taking my call. I will get you pictures and more info ASAP. But that one is proof of concept. So I sent you a PDF with the addresses. Did you not get that? Also, I have one in Harrisburg that could be a good flip as well that I forgot about when we were chatting earlier. I don't have pictures of it yet, but I will soon. All right. That was fun. I'm going to have to wrap it up, so I'm going to take care of some housekeeping items at the end here. Number one, Wednesday Mastermind, 11 a.m. Eastern. 3 plug-and-play campaigns you can use to lasso some listings from your database this winter. Number 2, I am hosting an encore of the training class, the free training class that I hosted last week. Simple 3-step system for closing a deal a week, every week, without a big ad budget, without having to do a bunch of TikTok-y style videos, and without having to work a bunch of nights and weekends. I've used this same 3-step system since September 26th, I think. I've closed 15. I have 3 more closing this week. I've taken 7 new listings, and I have, I have 6 in escrow right now, but I need to replace some of those, which is part of the reason why I was doing the outreach this morning, because I have 3 of those 6 in escrow are closing this week. So I gotta replenish it. I got to fill it back up, which is, why I was doing the outreach. Okay, let's make it a great week. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. You can DM me or text me at 717-571-0456 if you'd like the doc that I promised with the entire text conversation exchange and the conversion Loom video and Google Drive folder that is going to turn that motivated seller cash offer lead into hopefully a listing here sooner than later in the very near future. Thanks so much to Spencer and Shane and David and Cindy for spending some time here this morning, and let's make it a great week.